A former official of the minor opposition People's Party has been arrested for his alleged involvement in making up evidence in a smear campaign directed at President Moon Jae-in during the run-up to this year's presidential election. For more, we connect to our Kim Min-ji on the phone. So, Min-ji, this scandal is getting bigger and bigger by the day. Please fill us in on the latest.
Mark, in the early hours of Wednesday morning, the Seoul Central District Court approved the prosecution's request to arrest former party member Lee Jun-seo, upholding its claim that he may destroy evidence or flee. He is suspected of violating election laws during the presidential campaign period by disseminating falsified accusations directed at President Moon's son. Now, the allegations claimed Moon had used his influence to land a public sector job for his son back in 2006. When he was serving as the presidential secretary. Now, the prosecution has already arrested Lee Jun-seo, a member of the People's Party and a former campaigner, after she admitted fabricating the tip-off. She got her brother to pose as a friend of Moon's son and make the fake revelation in an audio file which she passed on to Lee Jun-seo. Prosecutors believe he was behind the crime and encouraged Lee Jun-seo to carry out the fabrication and deliberately overlook the verification process. Now, all this is in contrast to the People's Party's own probe, which concluded that its top officials were not involved in the scheme. There's speculation that the latest development could lead to a wider investigation on whether the party knew of the act in advance. Now, soon after the arrest, the People's Party apologized, saying they will cooperate with the investigation so that the truth is revealed. But they claim that the prosecution is conducting a politically motivated probe and call for an independent counsel investigation into the matter.
Well, I guess we're going to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. It sure is a fascinating story. But while the People's Party is having some serious troubles of its own, how is the National Assembly as a whole holding up? It's been having its own issues.
Well, Mark, the rival parties have been at loggerheads for the past several days over President Moon's ministerial picks for defense and labor, as well as bickering among rival factions. With that, the three opposition parties, namely the Liberty Korea Party, People's Party, and Padam Party, have been boycotting assembly sessions. As a result, the government's multi-billion-dollar extra budget bill is on ice. The ruling party, therefore, has bought some time from the Blue House, giving a few more days before it appoints the two minister nominees in question, and they can persuade the opposition and listen to what they want. However, the opposition has vowed not to cooperate if the presidential office goes ahead and slots them into the ministries regardless. The floor leader of the ruling party is meeting with his opposition counterparts today, so if I hear any developments there, I will keep you updated. Mark.